Okay, let's look at the homework 4.1, 4.2, number 9. Alright, so we want to find the absolute max and absolute min of this given function here. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so first thing I would do is I don't like square roots, so I'm going to rewrite it as t times quantity 4 minus t squared to the 1/2 power. Right, so let's take the derivative. So f prime of t is equal to, right, so we're gonna have to use a product rule since you have two things. So this is the first guy, right, this is the second guy, so use the product rule to take the derivative. Derivative of the first guy is 1 times the second, so it's 4 minus t squared to the 1/2 power, right, plus first guy is t, right, times the derivative of the second guy is to put 1/2 in front, keep the same quantity 4 minus t squared, and subtract 1 from the power, so it's negative 1/2, and multiply by derivative inside, so that would be negative 2t. Right, so let's clean up a bit. There's a 2 on the bottom and 2 on top. You can cancel that. All right, then you can go back to square root. So this is just a square root of 4 minus t squared. All right, so it's going to be negative t times t would be negative t squared on top. Then you have a negative 1/2 power, so it's going to be square root is on the bottom. Then you have 4 minus t squared, right? And this is going to be, all right, so you have take the common denominator, which is square root of 4 minus t squared. All right, so then you have to multiply square root of 4 minus t squared by itself, so you're going to be 4 minus t squared. Then you have another t squared, so I'm going to put 2 here. All right, then I'll probably pull out the 2. 2 is in common, so 2 times 2 minus t squared over square root of 4 minus t squared. Right, we set that equal to 0 to find the critical value. All right, so we have to make sure that the t squared is equal to 2. By taking the square root of both sides, we have t is equal to plus or minus square root of 2. Right, but a negative square root of 2 is smaller than negative 1, so we only consider the positive one. So we only consider positive square root of 2, right? Then also left endpoint negative 1 and right endpoint positive 2, right? So we just need to evaluate original function at negative 1 and also original function at square root of 2 and original function at t equals 2. Right, let's evaluate. Right, plug negative 1 for t, so it's a negative 1 times square root of 4 minus negative 1 squared. So that would be negative square root of 3. Right, plug in negative 2, square root of 2, and you have a square root of 4 minus square root of 2 squared. Right, so that's square root of 2 times another square root of 2, so that's positive 2. Right, if you plug in 2, so it's going to be a 2 times square root of 4 minus 2 squared, which is going to be 4 minus 4, so that's 0. Right, so obviously then the smallest value would be the only negative value, so this is the absolute minimum. Right, then largest value would be 2, so this guy is absolute maximum. All right, so let's type that in. All right, so we have absolute minimum value would be negative square root of 3, and a maximum value would be which one was it? 2. All right. Oops, sorry. So that would be 2. All right, let's check the answer. All right, looks like we got these guys correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.